Oshio. This is the second part on Surrounded by Evil. The problem, what people don't really understand, and it's amazing how the enemy will to move into, where knowing how our flesh is, we'll excuse things. We don't want to let go of it. But you gotta count the cost. Have you ever, really paid attention to these rock and heavy metal music videos? Have you ever, all right, you know how they are when you because we've all been out in the world, and you know what the lyrics are and how they incite lust and hate and murder and rebellion and everything that is against God. And yet we think that if we just change a few words but keep the same beat and music, it's okay. We will often allow ourselves to look the same and never change, but we rock. The thing is, those who have really been saved and converted and with an honest heart, when you look at them and watch their life, there is a change. You see that. You say, well, that's a Christian. But why is it that generally an unsaved person can spot something that you can't? But yet, when they point it out to you, that's not so. And then when their brother and sister in Christ points it out to you, oh, it's really not so. And the attitudes that we have towards our brother and sister who warns us. If I sit there and I see you start, to get in your car and you're going to head off and it's dark and your headlights is not on, and you're going to go off to, and I know there's a cliff over there, and and I don't think really you should be driving because you ain't got your headlights on and they're not working, so you don't, and I'm trying to warn you and you don't listen. Come on. That's all I'm trying to do. And so aren't those other brothers and sisters out there is trying to point you. Now, I know there's some who's got a wrong attitude and they're trying to throw in legalisms and other stuff. I'm not talking about legalisms. I'm talking about holiness. I'm talking about making your stance. Which side are you on? And I know, and I want to tell you right now, because I have heard it, every single bit of it. I have heard it all, and I don't want to hear the excuse. The thing that you have to do is not answer me and not excuse it to me, not to explain it to me. I don't want you to explain it to me. That's something between you and God. And I have no fingers to point at anyone particular. All I'm trying to do is let you know about this evil. Everyone is aware of what witchcraft is and Satanism. Don't you know that music is how it's been affected? And it's like a germ and a disease, it's infecting you, and you don't see it. I'm not talking about, you have to I'm not prescribing no particular music to you. I am explaining to you about, how that we see the evils around us, that has surrounded us. You got the so-called heavy metal Christian. That sounds like an oxymoron. Think about it. Think about it. And Christian rock, please. Understand what they got even videos here. I already knew all this stuff, and sometimes I try to hang on to some of it so I could pass it on. But if you don't listen to this and you start getting attacked, you understand the reasons why you are being attacked. You keep this stuff in your home. Let me tell you once, and this was when I wasn't, and oh, this isn't just to cover it. This is not even the I mean, there's more, but I ain't got, I mean, I would have to go over to 15, 20, 30 videos on YouTube to cover all this. But hear this. I remember one time, it was me and my buddies. I was, you know, I lived in this one mobile home. And I remember at that particular time, I was really, you know, into everything, you know. And I was sitting there listening to, you know, and I always loved Kiss, you know, and all any kind of heavy metal junk and stuff. But I'm going to tell you something, you know, things started banging and booming around and people couldn't figure out what was going on, and I had it was real bad. And things that the door about nearly get tore off its hinges by an unseen force. And let me tell you, those people that my friends did not believe in that stuff scared them half to death. Not to mention, it was starting to give me the jibbies. Took this one preacher come over. He sat there and he looked around. He told me right off what the problem was, and he picked it up and he was showing, you know, the Kiss albums. I had the posters. I had all this other junk in there, the most evilest stuff. He told me that. Plus, I was hanging around a Satanist. I'll tell you one thing. You can make fun of me, and you can laugh at me, and you can hate me. But I'm warning you only because I love you, and I'm not, and I am not doing this just to pick on you or condemn you. I'm trying to save you anguish. There is music that you can listen to, yes. But this so-called Christian and heavy metal rock is not holy. Even Satan can call out, even the devils called out on the Yeshua's name, and they weren't afraid to use it. They can go into the church and sit right down on the pew. Oh yeah. I wish I had more time that I could explain this to you, but what my whole purpose is because I care about you, and I know. I just wish I could get you to see it. There's so much I could share with you to tell you. I mean, what I just said don't even cover it just but slightly. And you probably won't even listen to me. You'll probably shrug me off. I hope that you listen. At least I hope you consider and pray and ask God about what you're doing, what you're listening to. Because it does matter what you listen to. Not only how you conduct yourself as a Christian, but what you listen and what you're getting taken in and what you're allowing around you. You're surrounded by evil every day, but it's like you're bringing it inside of you. Get rid of it. That's what I'm saying. There's more I can say, and I hope that you're not mad at me, and I hope you consider it. Because I only care about you. I say that in the name of Yeshua. I love you all. Shalom, my friends and my brothers and sisters. Please don't be angry with me. God bless you. I hope.